first down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. Looking for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On 1st down, James. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now, Newton. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st down, James. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage there to knock that one away.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he'll take this into the end zone. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Not the longest kick return, but it counts all the same as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Set. Look at it. Check back to that. Watch the slant.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Six-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And it's third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
20. No.
To throw on third down. Newton flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap for Newton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Gun. 8. Switch. Kill. 8.
Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A gain of 3, second down. On second down, it's Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Off play action, it's Cunningham. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A play fake. Now Cunningham. And that is going to be a safety. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared. Gun, gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun.
And that'll set them back 5.
Ready, 8. Watch tight end. 3 there. Express. You got motion there. You got motion. Great. Check 3. 8.
On second down, here's Newton. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up fourth down. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded at about the 28. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And some room to work. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line. Ready. Since the outlaw. QB drop. QB drop.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Back to the air on second down. Cunningham. And the catch made by Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Second and goal from the 1. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready. 50 the mark. 50 the mark. Watch the out.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
20. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 50's the mark. 50's the mark.
On second and 7, Newton. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
20.
On third down, Newton dancing to his left. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flush to his right, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. From the gun, Cunningham toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A final shot before the break. Newton. Flushed out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Operating from the gun. Cunningham eluding the pressure right. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Cunningham into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kevin Green leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check nickel.
To throw is Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 64 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him, If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. There, 68 yards. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. From the gun, Cunningham. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Newton. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
620.
Newton on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too.
And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. This is taken at about the 14. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Newton to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Operating from the gun. Newton. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line.
Here we go. Back to the 3. Gun. He's coming. 20.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cunningham to throw, eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. it's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go, just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. He finds his man Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And Ingram hauls it in. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a carry for Sanders, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. His pass caught at the 4. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Sliding out of the and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
And they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. This one fielded at the 5. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
Oh my god.
This is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw again on second down. Wilson flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yards.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 24. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
everyone's waiting on to be able to hit that 99 overall Madden 20. Now, in terms of what do the sets actually need, I'm going to let you guys know right now, right? If you take a look at the sets and what they actually